Good afternoon and good evening and good morning to wherever you are. May God bless you. May God continue to protect you. Welcome to our channel again. And welcome to Jesus is Coming Soon channel. Today we just wanted to share a message of encouragement, a message of encouragement about what is currently going on in the world. We're gonna read Psalm chapter 91 from verse 4 up to verse 11. I'm gonna I'm gonna be reading in the English translation. He will cover you with his wings. You will be safe in his care. His faithfulness will protect and defend you. You need not to fear any danger at night or sudden attack during the day or the plagues that strike in the dark or the evil that kill in the daylight. 1,000 may fall dead beside you, 10,000 all around you, but you will not be harmed. You will look and see how the wicked are punished. You have made the Lord your defender, the Most High your protector, and so no disaster will strike you, no violence will come near your home. God will put his angels in charge of you to protect you wherever you go. Today's message is talking about how God protects us, how God gives us his protection. He has already said to us that he's going to be able to protect us. When I was reading this chapter, when we were discussing about it, there was a time when we were discussing about it. I felt an insurance from God saying that, wanting us to put our trust in him, wanting us to really be able people who put him first. Let's not put our human nature in front, but may we put God first. For his words clearly says that he will cover you with his wings. You will be safe in his care. His faithfulness will protect and defend you. So you've got to know that God, he's gonna put you under his wing, no matter what comes against you. No matter what, it's an epidemic or disease or curse. God will always be able to protect you. He will always be there for you. For he has promised you, saying that I'll protect you with the plagues that come by light in the dark, or evils that kill by daylight, or the plagues that kill during the dark. God has already promised us, has already promised me, and has already promised you that he's going to be always there for you. This is about putting God first. This is about knowing his words and focusing on him only. For God has already promised to us he's going to lead us and he's going to be able to protect us. This is about having faith over fear, putting faith first instead of putting fear first. Let's not be people who are day by day challenged by what we see on social media and what we see on television and what we see on the news. There's so many people spreading the news about coronavirus, but let's also spread the message of faith. Let's spread the message of faith over fear when we know that God is going to be able to get us through this. For he has said in his words that he's going to protect us, he's going to guide us. This is not only about saying that I'm going to only trust about in God only during this time, but you've got to always trust in God everywhere you are. Trust in God no matter in what situation you're in. The promise of God to us is that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. That's the word, that's the promise of God to all those who love him, to all those who are his children. God has already promised us no one is going to take them from him, because he said that the ones whom my father has put in my hands, no one can take them away from me. Always know that in your life that God has already made a promise, has already made a pledge that he will never leave you nor forsake you. This is a word where we are discussing that, saying that no matter what is going around me, God is still with me. No matter what is going behind you, no matter what is going in front of you or around you, God is always on your side. For he has promised that he will strengthen you, he will help you in times of needs, He will put His angels to guide you. He will put His angels to protect you. You've got to always trust in God. For God is the only one who we put our faith in. There's different news going around about the government, what the government is doing, what we should be doing, social distancing. And I heard an previous news that they're saying that instead of calling it social distancing, they're calling it physical distancing. God has already given us insurance more than what the world can offer. We don't know if what's the cure of coronavirus, but God is always gonna be there for us. He's gonna protect us. He's gonna heal us. Let's stop entrusting in our fear. Let's not focus in what we can do, but let's focus on what He can do. But because He is the only one who has given us a promise that He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Make sure that in your life you remember that God will never change. If He did it during the times of David and during the times of Abraham, Noah, He can still do it today. If it is during the times of the disciples of Jesus Christ, He can still be able to do it right now. As we recently just passed from Easter, remember that His death and resurrection is what gives us healing. What Jesus did there on the cross is what gives us the insurance of saying that God is going to always, every time, fulfill and do what He has already promised. He said that in His words that He's going to come and save the human race. And what's happened? He came back for us. And now He has also promised that He's going to come for us for the second time to come and take us to heaven. He's going to fulfill that. And His words also say that He's going to protect us and He's going to be with us in whatever we are in. Let's trust in that because He's going to do it. He will never fail and He has never failed. Let's remember that in every time, don't only just remember God in sad times, but also remember God in joy and in laughter. Whenever you're celebrating, always remember God. Don't just remember God when it's now a time of need, when you need something. Don't only remember God when you are in absolute, you have no money or you are sick or in times of needs. But even remember God when you have everything. When everything is going right, always remember to say thank you to God. Always remind God and say thank you, God, the fact that you have already given me this what I have. The fact that you give me freedom, that you give me peace, that you give me food. Even simple things that we day by day just look upon and not really think about. You say thank you God for the fact that I can see. Thank you God for the fact that the sun is still shining on me. Thank you God for the flowers that you made for me to be able to see. Thank you for the trees that you put in the forest. Thank you for the animals that are in the wild. Always remember to thank God in all the times. Even in times of need, thank God as well because His grace and mercy is above everything. When God is in the center of our lives, we thank God for everything. When God is in the center of your life, you always thank God. You not only thank God when you are healed. You thank God even when you're not healed, but because we have faith, you say, God, I say thank you that you are going to heal me. I say thank you that you're going to provide this for me. May God bless you and may God lead you and help you during this time as we go through this difficult and hard time. May God just continue to strengthen your faith and continue to give you power in your life so that you might be able to remember Him in times of need and in times of joy. May God bless you and may God be with you. Amen.